There's a song by Doechii that everybody is singing called Somebody's Watching Me, It's My Anxiety, right? That's not normal. The spirit of anxiety, right? Correct. The spirit of anxiety, that's a demon. That is a demon, and for the world to be singing it is very, very wrong. Hold on. Let me go open my Bible. Okay, so I asked God to give me something on anxiety, and He gave me Ephesians chapter 6. I have actually circled, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of His might. Right? So if you are strong in the Lord, you push past the anxiety. Anxiety is a stipulation of fear, right? And we should not be singing this thing. We should not be singing and just giving life to that. And little do you know. And people think that anxiety is a real thing, and it's not. Anxiety is a form of fear, and it's a form of oppression, demonic oppression. And you don't think that because you think, oh, all this stress and worries. We are supposed to be in God's rest. I did a word on that. I said, rest in peace. You're supposed to be resting in God's peace. Amen. You are not supposed to be walking around struggling, all anxiety and all that. Every time I've gone through something, right, God allows me to sit in it and have peace in it. And God says it's impossible. Without faith, it's impossible to please God, right? Without faith in God to sustain you in His peace, you are not going far, right? Anxiety is such a liar, like it's not real, and you give it life by speaking unto it. And Doechii, what she is a spawn. She's a worker. She's a worker. She's working for the beast, right? And if she is singing about that, she's tormented. She's in torment and has you guys all in torment with her. And see, you're just so happy to sing a happy tune. You're so happy to sing a tune that you're not even understanding what you're coming in tune with. This is the thing. Ear gates, eye gates, nose gates, right? Touch, taste, sight, hearing, and smell. All those are gates. This is what the Lord calls it. Gates. And I'm going to do a word on that. Gates. Open ye gates, right? Gates. You are you are a royal thing. You are a royal being, and you are opening up your gates. Your gates. You are opening up your gates to fornication, opening up your gates to the enemy's penetration of your vessel, of your body and soul, your mind, will, and emotions. You're opening up your gates, right? This is what you're doing when you're coming, and then you want to sit up there and dance, and then your kids is saying the same thing. It's an enchantment. It's a chant. It's an incantation. Sorry. And you're speaking it over and over and over, not knowing that you are a holy being. You are a spiritual being. You are meant for holiness. You are meant for spirituality. That's what you're meant for. And all things you do, right, should be glorifying God, but we understand. And then you come into agreement with that. And then be wondering why you always nervous. You always in fear. You always thinking something gonna happen. Something might happen. You can never enjoy life, right? You looking past your shoulder. You don't know you are not comfortable in your own skin and in this world because you always thinking that something's out to get you. Something's watching me. Like, and then now you looking over now you scared and you gotta lock the door and you don't know if somebody gonna come and get you. You don't know. But you're here chanting this song. Getting involved with this mess. Why? Because you don't know no better. Anxiety is fear. Why is she in fear? Well, she do serve the devil. That's what she's in partnership with. But y'all sit up there and, oh, you will go to bat for somebody you don't even know personally at all. You don't know her. You don't know her at all. Never had lunch with her, sat down with her, know her dreams. You think you know people so bad, and you don't even know yourself. Because if you knew yourself, you would know better not to sing something like that, right? Why would you want to come into agreement with something like that? People are lost, and they still out here singing it. While you sing these songs, glorifying. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. And I went to the fellas. He got shot in his melon and something like that. And people are here making cooking videos and stuff to it. Like, you don't have a consciousness. Why would you want to hear something? He's talking about somebody getting shot in the head, and you sitting up here listening to it, making cooking videos and dancing videos with your kids. It's sad. And you doing too much. You're doing too much. No, it's the truth. This is why you live the way you do. This is why you live in fear. This is why, because you're desensitized to what you're supposed to be sensitive to. You're desensitized to what you're supposed to be sensitive to. You've lost your sensitivity. It's gone. You can't feel anything. You can't feel. Your heart is not tender to situations. Like, that's not. Your heart doesn't beat one with God, so you don't know. You have concrete around your heart. Your heart is calloused. If you think it's okay to sing about a man getting shot in his melon, and you making a cooking video on it and dancing, and like everything is happy-go-lucky, and then when somebody actually gets shot in their melon, oh, catastrophe. I was so sad. But then you were singing about it 5 minutes ago. See, this is the thing. You need to be held accountable. This is the problem. And somebody needs to bring it to your realization that it's not normal. And then you want to be mad at people that know it's not normal, right? Because you glorify everything. Because you're not in touch with yourself. You don't know who you are. You've lost touch. You've lost touch of reality. Some more than others, though. You've lost your sense of touch, your sight of touch, your smell of touch. Everything is gone. Your 5 senses are in danger. And the enemy is able to penetrate you with his mess because you don't even know you're being penetrated. You don't know you're being penetrated. You don't know. You're asleep. That's his best. He loves to do it when you're asleep, when you have no realization of what's going on. That's why God uses that in drunk on sins and that's why you're not sober in your mind. You've been drinking the wine of your sin. A lost touch, out of reality, don't know what's going on, don't know where to go, can't see, following the leader, who's hot, who's doing this, and they don't even know who they are. That's the problem. And now you dancing to the beat. My anxiety, learn something. I'm going to finish reading it. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. This is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. Verse 11 says, put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood. How many times God got to tell us? It's not against flesh and blood, not against this, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. God's been telling us in the industry, in high places. Thank you.